What's going on, everybody? We got a few more shrimp we're gonna put up tonight. Danielle the other night made a promise that when we hit 40,000 subscribers, she was gonna clean some fish on a live. So I just happened to have a couple fish for her to clean. Y'all check it out. We got a couple flounder, and we're gonna make her clean them on the live tonight. So that should be interesting. Don't tell her I said that. But y'all check these pretty shrimp out. If y'all seen them last night, you know we caught some pretty good shrimp. But I'm gonna finish putting these up tonight. I had to ice them down. I was up too late last night, anyways. We got some pretty ones. Y'all check them out. But yeah, we're gonna let Danielle do her 40,000 subscriber. She said if we hit 40,000, she was gonna clean fish. What's up, Steven? She said she was gonna clean fish on live, so she's gonna clean the flounder tonight. We just got two for her to clean. Ain't gonna make it too hard on her, but flounder can't be that bad, surely. I'm gonna dehead these shrimp. She's preoccupied right this minute taking care of youngin', so she's gonna come out in a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna start deheading these shrimp, and y'all can hang out with me till she gets done while I'm deheading. Y'all bear with me a minute. Let me set this phone up. Marvin Thibodeau, Jones, Jonesville, Louisiana. Gotcha. Been down to Jonesville a few times. Run down there every once in a while to nets and more. Picking up supplies for the hoop nets and stuff. So I don't know how I'm gonna set this up. Y'all gonna figure out what I'm gonna do here. I might set this phone up on this side. Gotta be where I can read the comments. Y'all can see the shrimp right there. Oh yeah, we're gonna make it. I'm not sure I can level this phone up, y'all. This tripod I got's a little bit, something ain't right. My phone's not in there right or something. See if I can get this picture a little bit more squared up. What's up, Dylan?
What up?
There y'all go. What about that? That all right? Ain't too bad. I'll have to scrunch down a little bit, maybe. Might go down a little bit more. Now y'all can see that big old pile of shrimp right there, and y'all can see me, and I can read comments. Olive Branch, Mississippi. John, first I've heard of you, I think. You just find a channel, John? I'd like if, I don't know, we have trouble seeing the numbers on the live for some reason. Let me move this bucket out of y'all's way. Have trouble seeing the numbers on the lives on like what our outreach is and stuff. And I don't know, when it closed last night, it said like we got 16 people subscribed. Oh, a few weeks ago, John, I got you. It says 16 people subscribed while we were on live last night, and then I tried to look today to see what it was, and it's not updating for some reason. So if y'all subscribe tonight while watching the live, y'all give us a comment, let us know you subscribe. That way we kind of got an idea if we're picking up subscribers from the lives or what. Still trying to learn this live thing. Our live's gonna be a lot of this kind of stuff. Us putting up our catches and a lot of what we do. We might do some fishing on the lake. When can we go fishing so they're slipping? I go fishing about 3 or 4 times a week, buddy. Yeah. I think everybody on here that's been on here a while knows that. If y'all just joining us, Danielle said that if we hit 40,000 subs, she was gonna clean fish on live. She's trying to take care of little man right this minute. But we got some pretty flounders, couple flounders we caught in South Louisiana. Y'all check them out. We'll let her dress them on the live so she can get her obligation, get her promise met. But yeah, we got some pretty shrimp here that we just caught. I'm all time throwing the wrong ones in the wrong bucket, y'all. These are 2125s. Hello from Baytown, Texas. I don't know where Baytown is. Where's Baytown at? Gotta check them bad boys out. These brown shrimp, all brown shrimp. Some pretty ones though, for this early in the year. Where's Baytown at? I've been all over Texas, through Texas. Used to run down to Houston every once in a while. Y'all use the heads on the big shrimp for spider shrimp. Are you talking about to cook them or what? You talking about to cook them on the spider shrimp? I'm assuming that's. I have never done that. I think I done that years ago, but back when we were shrimping. But I haven't done that in years. Are they pretty good? We might try some. I think she's gonna fry some tonight for supper. I didn't get that last comment. Sorry. I mean, it'll pop back up in a minute when somebody else comments. And I got this all on my hands. So the only way we can hold those comments on the screen is to like swipe the screen and hold it. I'm in Mississippi. Brunswick, Canada. I don't know where that's at either. Yeah, we get a lot of that. The comment from Mississippi. A lot of times we get asked on people coming and going with us and stuff, and I don't think we can open that up right now unless I start guiding or something like that. Probably would be the only way. If we did that once, we'd have a whole lot of people wanting to come do that. We're not like totally private, obviously, because we're all over YouTube, but that's like, I don't know, I hope y'all understand on that. That's something we're not sure about. Thought from time to time about like starting like a guide service or something, but I don't know. That'd probably be closer to my retirement if I ever did it. I'm pretty sure. We've actually had some emails on that too, and I don't know. We just ain't made no decisions on that. Brunswick Willie's back on here. Adrenaline turkey calls. Dang, you tried to. Them stupid comments pop up and go away faster than I can read them. I'm a slow reader too, y'all, so that kind of hurts me on these lives a little bit. And y'all see me squint, so I can't see. I'd make a good guide. I don't know. I don't ever guarantee anybody fish. I just guarantee them good food. That'd probably have to be part of my guide deal. We'd probably have to fish and then cook. Because that's the only thing I can assure is good food. Think old Adrenaline Turkey. Well, y'all stay tuned on that. There's probably gonna be some opportunities in the future. I ain't gonna say probably. Let me say this. There could be some opportunities for like meet and greets. We don't really feel like we're anything special. You know, we just out here filming what we do and putting it on YouTube. That's what I've done my whole life. Danielle started doing all this when she met me. She's a country girl. Her mama was more from a farming background over around Holly Ridge, Louisiana. And so she grew up, you know, with farm animals and doing that kind of stuff. But she didn't really do the hunting and all that because her dad didn't hunt. So the hunting and fishing started for her when me and her met. And but anyways, back to the meet and greet thing. I think in the future, I'm not 100% sure on this southern slipping, but I think what's going to happen eventually, we may end up the good life. Yes, it is. We may end up trying to do maybe some. I don't know. I really don't have a plan, but we may eventually trying to do like some stuff for like benefit or charity or something, to where there's some events, and maybe us and possibly some other YouTubers, some of the guys y'all see in some of our shows and see us on some of their shows, maybe several channels get together and do like meet and greets at one time at some events to maybe help draw some people into some of these fundraisers and stuff. I'm not real sure how it would work, but that may be a possibility in the future. So y'all can let me know what y'all think about that. But that's just something we've been tossing some ideas around, me and some more people. If that's something some people would be interested in, it'd probably be announced way ahead so people would have times to make some plans to come visit, eat some food. We'd probably cook something. I don't know. Probably. I think that's more of a sensible thing for us to do than us to probably guide fishing trips and stuff. 'Cause that could get a little bit crazy. And I'm not sure I have the time to like be guiding and stuff like that. So right now I do not have the time for it. We barely got time to make content and get our videos back out right now. Y'all can hear me all right, can't you? I know y'all can hear Peanut down there barking. She got a rabbit down there, and she's going. Where's Bubba at?
Baby.
Yeah. Oh, is Dylan got him?
He's in the bed.
Oh, you got him in the baby bed? All right. Well, I was gonna try to let I don't know how many y'all think we should let get on here before Danielle has to dress fish, so everybody gets to see Danielle dress fish. She said she was gonna do it when we hit 40,000 subs. We hit 40,000 subs 3 days ago, so she's gonna hold up her end of the deal. I'm always dressing the fish, and people been asking about that, so we're about to make it happen. I think we get up to maybe 50 people. Need to make some shrimp and grits. Oh, the shrimp and grits is coming. Y'all know it. Y'all done seen the fish and grits. And no doubt the shrimp and grits is coming. We had a lot of votes on what's going to be in this shrimping video that's coming out on what to cook, and a lot of the votes were fried shrimp and barbecued shrimp. Like that's what a lot of the votes were. So kind of leaning toward barbecued shrimp, which I just happen to know something about. So
you know about barbecue shrimp?
Yeah, I know about barbecued shrimp. I know how to cook shrimp and I know how to barbecue, so can't be that hard, right?
Sounds like a winner chicken.
No, actually, we've done it before. So, can you read that comment? Are you on there?
Yeah.
What's that last? You're gonna have to read it. Start reading it. I'm having a squint.
That's okay.
And We went on later than this last night, and there was more people jumped on here. Where's everybody at tonight?
Donnie Hill said need to get on them shrimp, Riley. Need to fill the freezer.
We trying. This ain't all I got. I still got, we deheaded, I think, 28. Well, y'all gotta realize too, I didn't tell y'all this, but it was 3 of us down there on this little trip. Did I say that?
Yeah.
So we split the shrimp like 3 ways. And I give some to another friend of mine. So,
I cannot believe Dylan's not watching the LSU game.
he don't care about that no more.
Yeah, he does. LSU baseball game is on. That's the reason why people are not
But
watching.
I deheaded 28 pounds last night. We had a bunch of little ones. We got a few mixed in with these, but not many. We got most of the little ones done last night. Yeah, we're gonna go back in a couple weeks, in a few weeks, and try to hit them shrimp again. Should be some even bigger ones. Should be some big white shrimp starting to move in then too. Maybe we can get on some of them big white shrimp. Big mama shrimp, jumbos.
Another one said Friday night everyone's fishing.
Is it Friday night? Is that what it is? Everybody's bass fishing? Is that what's going on? Look at that. Oh, everybody's out eating tonight. That's what it is. Friday night, got probably kids' baseball games and stuff. They all watching, all the Louisiana people's probably watching LSU baseball right now.
Yeah.
So, it's all good. A lot of people come back and watch these lives later. It's all good. Y'all almost there. We get up to 50, she's going to dress fish. She's going to dress them anyways. I was just trying to let more people get on here. They question whether or not she could dress fish. She might not be quite as fast as me, but she can dress them. She can clean them. Y'all see we got the flounders. Y'all see them? All the people that just got on. Those flounders. Oh, 2 eyes on one head there. Y'all check him out. She gonna clean them 2 flounder. Uh-oh, I see 49. You're doomed, Danielle. I'll probably knock these shrimp out real quick, get these out of the way.
Josh wants to know, do we want some firewood?
Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want firewood. Huh?
Do you want firewood?
I said, yeah, I want firewood. Yes, I want firewood. Do you want me to say no?
No.
How much firewood? I don't want like
Does it matter? Beggars can't be choosers.
Well, I mean, I need some for the rocket stove anyways. I was gonna have to go cut some. What's he got?
Beggars can't be choosers.
What's he got? Tree in his yard or something?
You want a pine?
Not a pine, no. That's not firewood. Is that what he said?
No, I'm messing with you.
I'm gonna get all y'all. Some people about to go to sleep because they had to go to work tomorrow. Is that the loggers? It ain't raining this weekend. The loggers got to go to work. Yeah, well, guess what? I got to go to work to 2 tomorrow. But I got to dehead these shrimp first. I'm getting them done tonight. I got other things to do. We got to work on the boat. We had bad luck again with the motor. The fuel injector's plugged up. I think I said that in the live last night.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. Got to work on it, get it fixed. I'm going to pull my gas tank out and clean it out and all of that. And I got to patch some ginormous holes in that shrimp net. So, Oakley, no. You do not want that, trust me.
Travis said, I see 50, Danielle. Steven said, being catching walleye in North Dakota, not as impressive as all that. Walleye would be impressive.
I don't know, walleye they say is good. I've never eat it. I caught one in a shrimp net, not a shrimp net, in a hoop net 3 years ago. here on the river,
56 on there.
and we thought it was
Oh, Lord.
would be illegal to keep, you know, because we figured it was a game fish. So we throwed it back, and then when I called the wildlife biologist, he's like, "No, you could have kept it. They're not listed in Louisiana, so because nobody's ever seen one in Louisiana." So I had like the rare species, and it was a big walleye, probably 9-10 pounds. It was huge, but he's probably still swimming in the Washita River because I doubt nobody else caught him. He's actually in one of our videos. Y'all can go back and check that out. I think it's titled something about walleye, and it's got the picture of the walleye on the front of the thumbnail too. One of our net fishing videos. It's gonna be 2 or 3 years back down the video list. I don't know how people ask all the time, y'all. I guess maybe a lot of people don't really know how YouTube works or how our channel's set up. But most of these channels, we just got the videos dropping by the date, right? So they stay in that order. And people get on and ask, like, how do I do this, how to do that? A lot of times we've already made those videos, and I don't know if people just don't go back and look or don't know to look, but a lot of times we already have those videos listed. So don't matter if it's our channel or somebody else's, always go back down through the video list and check them out, because probably some stuff in there you might like. They are pretty shrimp. Y'all check them out. Got some real nice ones. I don't know. I done kind of picked off all the big ones right here, so I'll show y'all some more in a few minutes after Danielle gets done dressing those fish, holding up to her obligation.
His whole back end of his truck is full of firewood. You want all of that?
What kind of fire? I mean, is it oak? If it's oak, I want it. Hey, Oakley. Really? Go away. She's over here eating raw shrimp. Anything hits the ground, she thinks she's got to eat it.
And then she pays for it later.
Yeah, and then she'll throw up in her kennel or something tonight. And she gets fed very well, as y'all can tell. It's not like she's mistreated.
No, she's full.
Let's see what we got. Yeah, y'all check that out. Some pretty ones. Pretty shrimp. We boiled some last night. They were good. I know some of y'all seen it. I don't know, I'm seeing some different names on here. If y'all jump on tonight and y'all subscribe, let us know in the comments y'all subscribe if y'all weren't already.
Tim Ferriss said I can do it.
Just to give us an idea if anybody's subscribing off of the, can do what?
I can clean a fish.
Oh yeah, she can do it.
Trying to watch on TV and phone at the same time. Phone is faster than TV. I've noticed that too.
Yeah, I get people like say they watch. I'm not sure, and Danielle may can answer this because I hadn't really tried to like watch our channel on YouTube TV, but I'm hearing some people saying like they watch us on YouTube TV, but they don't know how to subscribe. What's the deal with that, Danielle?
What?
They're saying they watch us on YouTube TV, but they don't know how to subscribe from YouTube TV.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. That's something we're gonna have to look into because somebody asked me that yesterday.
Red oak.
Huh?
Red oak.
Yes, I want it. Absolutely. That's the best firewood.
Bradley said he will pay you for it.
I did not say that. Did not say that. Yeah, he can come dump it out. Appreciate y'all.
Catfishing been subscribed for a few years. That's crazy.
Yeah, most everybody on here, or a lot of people hitting the lives have been subscribed
Rusty
for a
just
while.
Subscribe.
Just had one. That's the only one so far.
He did. Well, he said he did. He's
Thank
from
you.
Texas.
Rusty, you said?
Yeah.
Thank you, Rusty. Yeah, I don't know. When we closed the live last night, it says 16 people had subscribed. And what I was explaining to them a while ago was I went back to try to see like what the numbers was, and I can't find like those numbers in my app anywhere. I might can get on my computer and look.
Willie said I just loaded one of y'all's playlists and let it play on one of the TVs. Hope it starts to stack some views up.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. All views help, y'all. I hear some people sometimes like YouTube channels be like, just click our videos and walk away from it. No, don't do that. We ain't that worried about it. I mean, yeah, we want people to watch, but I'd rather people actually watch if they're interested in what we're doing. If they're not,
Where you want him to dump it?
it's all good. Is he coming over tonight?
Tomorrow morning.
Probably. I don't. Probably like in the garden there somewhere. That way it's not like in the way.
It's all cut up.
It's split already?
Yeah.
Put it right here at the corner just to where I can get my truck around, and I'm not going to be here in the morning. I got work.
Oh,
Get back.
that sucks for you.
Yeah, I got to work, guys. Can't fish tomorrow. But we'll get back after it. Probably not. I'm off Monday. I'm probably not going to get to fish Monday either.
Randall says I started watching on TV but has subscribed on my phone.
What do I do with my water?
Pelican Bone Outdoors. Congrats on 40K. I know Bradley doesn't sleep and I'm going to bed.
Oh, Vinny's on there?
Andre. Good evening, Bradley and Danielle. Hello, Andre.
Yeah, Vinny got to get his sleep, y'all. He got to get his beauty sleep. I kept him going though. He was a trooper. We kept him rolling. I gotta move the phone a minute, y'all. I gotta get this fixed up. Uh-oh, I'm sorry. There's Danielle over there. Look, she's over there reading comments.
Making myself.
Wash the table off a minute. Get her set up. What? What? That's 10 pounds beheaded right there. Ain't a lot of light out here, y'all, but check that out. Oh, there's some right there. Get y'all that. Look at there. Some pretty deheaded shrimp right there. You ready to clean fish?
Sure. Funny. Watch it.
Oh yeah. Just in case y'all ever look for a good ice chest, we put this one to the test in some heat this weekend. We had it. I can't call name brands. I'm not gonna call them, but we had some 5 and 6, 7 day coolers, whatever they are. We had 4 different ones. One really high dollar U.S. Manufactured one, and this one held ice the best. We didn't have. The ice didn't even hardly melt in this one. So, pretty tickled with the Swamp Box from Swamp Gear USA.
Did you show your white boots?
Y'all can check those and any of the other sponsored products we have on the link tree. Danielle wants y'all to see my boots. Y'all check that out. I got my, they said they was Dulac Reeboks is what the girl down there called them, but I've heard them called all kind of Reeboks. So,
me too.
anyways, y'all see that? Y'all see them boots? Y'all check them out. If y'all ever go down there shrimping, you gotta have some of them. But I see all these little deck boots. We had some deck boots. I can tell y'all from past experience back when I was shrimping, these boots will last a lot longer. They're typically pretty good, will last years if you don't, if you take care of them.
I think it's the white.
The white,
That is white.
they're actually pretty comfortable too, y'all.
That is so good.
All right, girl, got you ready over here. Let's see what she can do. Look at her, she's excited too.
Oh yeah. So y'all get to watch me. Y'all get to watch me clean fish. I have motor trouble too, and watched y'all's live a couple.
Yeah, we got a little phone movement tonight, y'all.
Couple other videos. I'll be watching more of them. Good deal.
Who was that right there?
That's Rusty. He's new.
Rusty's new?
Yep.
Oh, you gonna probably, if you like the outdoors and hunting and fishing and good clean fun, Rusty,
welcome to the channel.
you'll like the channel.
You'll
It
get
could
to-
be I will warn you, it could be a little bit of craziness mixed in and some crazy people every once in a while.
You get to watch me clean fish.
But,
The
yeah,
lighting's poor out
some
here.
other good YouTube channels will be mixed in, some good people.
So this is flounder. Got teeth.
They can't see that. Some of them probably ain't never
Yeah,
seen
it's the
a
lighting's
flounder.
horrible. You're all up in the light.
Y'all can see them. Got the eyes on both sides, on one side of the head. All right,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna get
all
out of the
up
way.
You're
I'm
all
out, no,
up.
I'm out of the way.
You're all up.
You ain't gonna explain to them what you're doing.
Well, I'm taking my knife. It's a very good knife too. And I'm just
Where's your phone?
scraping it.
I'll read the comments.
It's in my pocket.
Best you can do.
Yeah.
You probably had to pull it up. I don't even know how to work this phone. That's you gonna get something. What, Adam? Has Adam been on here? He sent me a message.
Oh no. There's the comments.
Does it stay up or I gotta
Yeah.
hold it?
No, it stays up.
Oh.
Good. All I'm doing is scraping this fish.
So,
Really good.
what's the last one you read?
The lighting's horrible.
Richard from Alabama
Sure.
or Tim Ferriss?
I don't know. I had.
Willie 40,000, congratulations, you done read that one. Rusty, he said motor trouble too.
Yeah.
And watched y'all's live and a couple other videos.
Yep.
Be watching more of them. Yeah, Rusty, we try to drop at 7:30 on Sunday mornings. So anytime Sunday's good on our long videos. We try to drop one a week. Sometimes we'll drop a bonus video like Tuesday through Thursday. Those are normally like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we try to drop 1 to 2 shorts per day. We've been dropping one a day at 7 o'clock. But last few days.
7, and then we're trying to drop another one about 8.
Yeah, we're trying to drop 7 and 8
PM.
o'clock PMs. Especially summertime, since a lot of people don't come into after dark and stuff. If we can keep enough content to do that many shorts. That's the thing, we don't know if our content will stretch far enough, but we'll try. Some people watch
It might
only
be just
shorts, they
random
don't watch
stuff.
anything else. So we do try to stay regular, Rusty, and keep some videos coming. 60s go-go boots, Tim? Yeah, maybe they are. You could probably do some go-going in them. Hey, what in the world? You gotta turn that the other way. Richard Sims from Rockford, Alabama. I don't know where that's at. I lived in Alabama a while, but Mobile, not Rockford. Sims in Mobile. Back surgery done, 8 weeks, bed rest and physical therapy. Done fishing in the morning. Well, be careful out there. Don't re-injure your back for sure. Don't have to go back through that.
Wrong. other side
Thanks
now.
to everyone for the prayers. Oh, I remember you saying something about that earlier, a few weeks back, Richard.
Hope you're enjoying me cleaning the fish.
Old man catfishing.
Because I don't know what I was thinking this morning whenever I fixed my lunch for work. I don't know what.
He said, Tim, that's what I was thinking, talking about the go-go boots. Neil Hill said he loves the channel. Virgil Morgan, hello from Florida on our vacation. Y'all enjoy y'all's vacation.
I need a vacation.
Hadn't been to Florida in quite a few years, but maybe we'll get down there one of these days and may film some content down there. Willie says, Mr. Richard, he's a spinal surgery survivor from Alabama as well. Praying for a fast recovery. Tim Ferris says, love your lives, they're awesome. Appreciate that, Tim. That gives us an idea of what kind of stuff to keep adding. We don't try to get sophisticated with the lives either. This is just what we do.
As you can tell, because I'm right here.
It's just what we do. I mean, that's our easiest way to do a live is just show what we got going on. It'll kind of be like a vlog, actually.
Okay, so, shh, let me speak. I done scraped it clean. Now, we got to, how do I say it without it being?
Finish cleaning it.
We got to finish cleaning it.
You got it scraped good?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want no scales now.
Sit back there. Go
So you
sit in
just
the
clean
truck.
it like a brim.
Just go sit in the truck. Man, and we'll talk. So, now, I use my small knife. to
One of them
scrape it
sharper
clean.
than the others while she's doing that, y'all.
Yeah, and I can handle it better. So, do I need to explain what I'm doing?
No, just, they good. They know how to dress a flounder. Most of them do.
I hope so.
I know all them southern boys know how to dress a flounder.
Because if not, you picked the wrong channel.
Check on
So
him.
if the boogeyman done came after us
Check on
behind
him.
us.
He's asleep. But
So now, we're just going straight down.
hey, get on with it so I can get back to the comments. Don't go through the finger.
There's that.
The one with a camper on it. Be better, it won't blow out.
Now we have a fish. Ready to eat. Not really. We gotta wash
One of
it
my
off.
favorites, some flounder, y'all. Alright, back to the comments.
Y'all wanna see me clean more fish?
Willie
Just let me know.
said the tree shaker short had him pumped. That was a good short. I liked it. Pull some views. I thought it should do better than that. It should take off, but I don't know if it will or not.
We need like
Richard
safety
says
glasses on.
Richard says thanks, Mr. Willie. He asked about the wife. How's the wife, Willie? Then Adrenaline Turkey
I
calls.
thought about her today.
Adrenaline Turkey calls said everybody hit the like button. Y'all hit the thumbs up. What we got? 70 something people, 40 something likes. That means 30 of y'all don't like us.
If you just joined us, I'm cleaning some fish.
Yep. Danielle's holding up to her end of the deal. She said she'd clean fish when we hit 40,000 subs.
Only thing I need is safety glasses, because this stuff flies everywhere.
Tim said you're doing a great job, Danielle.
Thank you.
Dave says Cajun Reeboks. Yep, Cajun Reeboks. That's one of the names. Let's don't say all the names on here,
Please
guys.
don't.
Please. Hello, Jody Flannery says hello from Kentucky.
Cool.
Rusty says I'll be watching for them. I guess you're talking about the videos that's coming up.
Yeah. Because the video coming up this Sunday
He said
is
y'all
net
seem like mighty fine people. You ain't watched us much yet, but maybe. Danielle is. I'm not too much.
I just keep it real.
That's our thing. Rusty, we just keep it real. Uh, Tim says Jody, he's in Kentucky too. I think I ain't never been to Kentucky. I've been a lot of states, but I ain't never been to Kentucky.
Well, let's go.
I might have to go up there and do some hunting one day. I know it's some good hunting up in Kentucky.
Well, let's go next weekend. Road trip.
We'll do a meet and greet now.
Y'all don't forget, remind Bradley about June 5th, okay?
Oh, I was gonna say, it's talk about meet and greet. We might do a meet and greet if somebody's got some big old whitetail bucks up north somewhere.
Meet and greet.
Adrenaline Turkey calls Danielle is gonna scrape the flavor out of that fish if she doesn't quit. Well, I did tell her I didn't want no scales.
I keep going back over it.
They got tough skin. You can't get through there.
Well, on the other side now.
Willie says, Bradley said, finish cleaning it. Yeah. She's clean. She's clean. Willie and Travis, she's cleaning them and tenderizing them.
I just need safety glasses on.
This is how you clean and tenderize a flounder.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to see how much I've gotten off because the lighting is very poor.
Randall said, didn't know you had to scale a flounder. Yes, sir. They're small scales, but they got scales.
They will pop you an eyeball, too.
Unless you like eating fish scales. I don't think I like eating fish scales. You can fillet them, but the thing is, the way I've always done them, if you fillet them, the white side is thinner meat than the brown side. The brown side has a lot more meat on it. It's thicker. So I always scrape them, and if they're like thick and I want a fillet off of one, I'll fillet the brown side off, leave the white side attached to the backbone, and that's how we'll cook them. I can show y'all that on that big one, or we can try maybe with the crab. We're actually going to have probably, I don't know, what y'all think? Last time we did shrimping and crabbing, we mixed the video up, and I think that don't really help our content much.
Are you missing comments?
We did shrimp and crab this trip, so we may drop two different videos. It may be a shrimping video and then a crabbing video. What y'all think? And in the crabbing video, we could actually cook these two flounders stuffed with some crab meat. What y'all think? Reckon that's a good idea? Y'all let us know. Like stuffed flounder with crab meat? Yeah. Those are good. And then barbecued shrimp in the shrimping video. Alright, I'm gonna get back to the comments.
Got it all.
Randall said, did not know. I done read that one. Sorry, Randall. Charles Clark, thanks for the net making video tutorials. I have always wanted to make one, and I just finished my second net. Good deal, Charles. Like to see, that's why I did those videos. You know, my dad taught me how to do that, and that's kind of our way of passing that on to other people. That's really, we didn't expect those videos to pull a lot of views. They actually did. We didn't really expect that, but what I like to see out of those tutorials is like for people to pick it up and roll with it. We need more net builders and stuff to keep those things kind of alive in the world of fishing. Some people ain't going to agree
I'm done
with
with
me
my expertise.
on that.
If y'all need any more help, just let me know. I mean, I can show y'all my mechanic skills, my acing skills.
Tim Ferriss says, country boys and girls can survive. I'm way behind on these comments. Old man catfishing said, I like that y'all do a variety of things and y'all don't get vulgar. Yeah, you ain't gonna have to worry about us getting vulgar. And we do a whole lot of stuff. Not just for YouTube. We do this for us. We just film what we normally do. It is opening some doors and leading us into some places and doing some things that we don't do like on an everyday basis though. Randall come back on and said he's always just filleted them, the few he's caught. Did you, I'm assuming, Randall, that you filleted them and cut the skin off of them. I'm assuming. Is that what you did? I ain't read all the comments. You might have done commented on that. I've never skinned flounder. I've never filleted the skin off of them. And been doing it since, I don't know, I probably started dressing flounder on the shrimp boats like 30 something years ago. That's how we always did them. Willie says the wife is amazing, a few random headaches, but getting better every day. Good deal, Willie. Glad to hear that. Prayer works. Richard Sims says safety glasses in your helmet. That's what I needed.
Yeah, I could have used my, yes.
Probably some.
I could have used my helmet.
Probably some cut-proof gloves too. Rusty's laughing. Tim Ferriss said, "Don't get no scales in your beard. Too late, Tim. They're already all in it."
And they went everywhere.
And he said, "Sounds good to him." Rusty said, "You bet." That was the previous comment. Virgil come back on and said, "Out of all the saltwater fish I catch, flounder's my favorite table fare. Cleaning it just like Danielle, then I put small slices across the top side and grill it." Yeah, we kind of do the same thing, normally do. I'm thinking about stuffing some of this crab meat though. We got a pile of crab in there to shell out. Says she just following orders. I guess you're talking about you.
On what?
Virgil said you're just following orders.
I just go with the flow.
She just rolls with it.
Bradley barks orders.
She don't get many orders from me. He said it's like watching an electrician and a plumber swap job responsibilities. Where did y'all come trawl at? Cocodrie, Dulac? Cody, Guidry? No, Cody, we were in Point Auchine, south of Point Auchine. Thinking about coming to Cocodrie though. Hadn't been down there yet. Thinking about it.
It's like a mechanic and an electrician changes.
And the reason we're thinking about it is we caught 5 dadgum crab traps that didn't have floats and tore like 5 holes in our net like where we normally shrimp, and those crab traps weren't in there last year. So I'm not sure how they're getting in there, but I don't know. Maybe the crabbers don't want nobody shrimping in there and they're throwing them out in there. I'm not sure. But we're tearing up all of our stuff. So and we're catching a pile of grass and it's making the doors pull together. So we're not doing near as good when we load up with that grass. So we're actually thinking about possibly going down around Cocodrie or further out and trying it maybe. Maybe it'd be better. But I do not know that area. I'm always scared of new areas and hangs and stuff like that, but it is what it is. But we very well may go to Cocodrie. So that good news, Mr. Willie. Richard said that's good news, Mr. Willie. And he added her to the his church's prayer list. Randall says, yes, I cut the skin off. Okay, on the flounder. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. For some reason, I always seen flounder done scaled like that, and then filleted and even cut up, cut with a backbone. I've done them like that a lot if they're real big, and that's just how we always ate them. I never minded the skin on them. They always fried up nice. Mad, yeah. I'm not gonna say the rest of your handle, but says good evening from Southwest Indiana. Appreciate you jumping on.
Y'all miss me cleaning a fish.
Adrenaline says your debt to society is complete, Danielle. You can go back to your crayons now. Oh my. Virgil says them flounder heads might be good for trot lines. Yeah, I'm not that worried about it. I got plenty of trot line bait. and I can get buffalo about any time of the year if I want them. We're actually thinking about doing some bow fishing. What y'all think about that? Let us know. Like a bow fishing, catch, clean, and cook. Willie says, thanks, Mr. Richard, and all that prayed for his wife. Blessed Prepper, Bradley and Danielle, thank you for allowing us to visit with you guys. Like we ride down the road. Oh.
You gotta read it.
Thanks for letting us visit with you like we live right down the road. Appreciate all your videos. When I leave the house, I'll go to your channel and push play. Got you. Appreciate it, Blessed Prepper. Cody said he crabs all the time out of Point au Chien. Well, I hope that wasn't your crab traps I caught, Cody. No, it was, I mean, all the ones, I mean, we always dodge your crab traps. I used to shrimp all the time growing up, so we have not caught any down there that had floats. All the ones we caught were old crab traps that the floats had come off of or something. So, if you're around that area, Cody, we always open-eared to like suggestions on where to go or anything. The reason we're even around there is and I'm talking Cody for a second. I started going down there with a buddy of mine kayak fishing down there because they had that kayak marina and all there, and we started fishing and doing pretty good. So I ended up taking a boat down there and we fished a little bit, started riding around, and then when we got to wanting to shrimp, I was already kind of familiar with that area, and talking to some of those local folks down there, they kind of told us some of the places to go check out, and that's kind of how we got back into the shrimping. And in our small boat, we just got an 18-foot boat, so we're taking it and we're able to stay kind of in the marshy area and stay out of the rough water, the bays and stuff like that. But yeah, if you got any suggestions, we're all about trying somewhere to get out of that grass. We're down close to the Lake Chien area, on that Cody, down in there. Y'all should be doing pretty good on the crabs right now, because there was a good many crab down in there. Let's see. Willie says I get paranoid dropping a net in unfamiliar waters. I agree 100%, Willie, with that. That was just something that's kind of sunk into us back from our old shrimping days. If you've never shrimped before, you wouldn't think nothing about it. You'd drop, just go to dragging. But yeah, we're always paranoid about hanging up and tearing a net up or something like that. These 20-foot nets we're getting, like, I mean, they're $400, $450 a piece. So you rip one wide open, you better know how to repair it. And I'm gonna probably do some of that on one of the lives, y'all. We're probably gonna patch this net up on live. I can get on the carport out here and do it some evenings or something. That'll probably be something we do in one of the lives to show y'all how we do all that. So you used to have a camp in Cocodrie, Daryl Martin. Probably spelled wrong. No, I think that's right, Daryl. I think you nailed it. I haven't ever been to Cocodrie. I mean, it's just right there from where we normally go. Especially through the water, it's hardly nowhere, but I think we're going to check out Cocodrie. Growing up in America, so just got off the lake with his jugs and got a few nice channels. Nothing huge, but I ain't giving up. Hey, it ain't the huge ones that taste good growing up in America. It's them probably the ones you caught. That's the good ones. Tim says he loves bow fishing. Yeah, I used to bow fish all the time when I was younger. Hadn't done it in years, but we just got our bows restrung, mine and Danielle's, and that's something we was already looking at doing, just to add some different content. So this is great, and you folks are a lot of fun. Rusty said that. Well, I'm glad you think we're fun, Rusty.
Some people say I need to go play with crayons.
Oh my. Cody says the best way to cook flounder is scalp is scale, pocketed open, and stuffed with crab meat stuffing. Season and butter and bake in the oven or grill. Yeah, Cody, I think that's what we're going to do with them. We don't have any big ones, but we got them too. They'll be big enough to do that with, just put in the video. I think that's what we'll actually do with those. I was already pretty much thinking on doing that. Adrenaline says good night all. Yeah, get you some rest, buddy. That log truck fires up early in the morning. Good evening, y'all. Jules says good evening, y'all. New fan from Sullivan, Indiana. Jules, did you just subscribe? Because I had never seen your name on here before.
I haven't heard that name.
Said good evening, Tim Ferris. Oh, Tim said hello, Jules. Jules said good evening, Tim Ferris. Yeah, I'm just reading them out loud because you read them out loud. I know
Not all
they read
of
their
them.
own comments.
Skip a bunch of y'all. Whenever I see them talking to one another, I'm like, okay.
Appreciate you subscribing, Jules. We don't know like what kind of reach we're getting on these lives, so that helps us kind of figure out like all of that. But hope y'all like hunting and fishing and outdoors activities, because that's pretty much what you're gonna see on here. A lot of stuff. Rusty said that young lady did well cleaning those fish. Tim Ferris says going to 40 tonight here. What's he talking about? What are you talking about, Tim?
Like temps down to 40?
Oh, 40 degrees? Is that Indiana?
That would be nice.
Because Jules said she was really enjoy watching y'all's live and live stream. Y'all do some awesome stuff. Appreciate that, Randall. And I'm gonna assume Jules is a lady. Appreciate all the ladies that get on. I don't really know if y'all know this or not, but we are an outdoors channel. We're a couple. We're a married couple. But yeah, the guys tend to watch this stuff a lot more than women. We have about 15% women on the channel that are subscribed to the channel.
That'd be funny if they came back and said no.
That's something we would like to try to figure out, how to get the women involved and get the subscriber rate on women up a little more, and the younger people too. Most of our subscribers, percentage wise, are above the age of 35 years old. So the younger generations don't really do YouTube too much unless it's like gaming or some of that stuff that really don't apply to us. So, I mean, it's not to say we don't have some. We do have some from 18 on up, but it's really low percentages, y'all, doing like the outdoors activities like what we do. All right, you're gonna have to take over on this because they done started. Josh, wait, I've got. Yeah, don't read his name. He knows who he is too. His handles. Watch out. Let me over here. Yeah, we can't say that on live.
Jules is my wife.
Huh? Oh, Jules is his wife. Well, if it's her account, it's going to show you in that percentage of women probably, and that's
Good.
that's fine with us because it ups our percentage of females. Huh? I thought you was going to take them. I'm done with these. Yeah, there's probably a lot of guys that aren't on YouTube or whatever, and they use their wives' accounts. So that's a little bit confusing to us at times because we don't know who we're talking to, if they're a male or female. I'm always kind of like to respond with yes ma'am and yes sir and no ma'am and no sir kind of deal. So that's the only reason I really care about that at all, y'all. I'm gonna move this a second. Let me wash this table off just a minute. I gotta get back on these shrimp. But yep, that's the only reason on the male female deal. To show y'all, I don't know if I done got the phone wet too. We do a lot of filming with our phones, y'all. Show y'all what I'm doing here. So this is what shrimp we got left. Probably got another 20 pounds of shrimp to dehead. I don't know. But I like to wash the ice out of them first. Behind on the comments, girl. I do want to say appreciate all of y'all jumping on the live every time. I know it gets late, but some people stay up, some people enjoy it. We stay up late anyway, most times. I had to work today too, so I didn't get home till about 8 o'clock. Say what?
Target to myself.
Huntsville? Huntsville?
Huntsville, 205, Gillen Lake in Alabama and a half. And, yep, Kentucky, not Indiana. Is it a good season for catfish wirenet in Indiana?
I don't know anything about Indiana, but for 100% sure, check your regulations in Indiana also, because I don't know nothing about Indiana regulations.
So, yes, Jules and his name is Chad, the mad. There we go. They're fiance. They're a couple. And,
Jules, do what now? Who's a couple? I missed that.
No, you didn't. A while ago. That's where you
Yeah, I
gotta
did.
pay attention.
No, I missed. You said Jules and who's a couple?
The name that you said for me not to say out loud.
Those two are a couple?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. Focus in, babe.
he was saying
They're a couple.
Jules was his wife.
Yes.
Oh,
And she was saying
I
that
thought
too.
I thought somebody
They're
was.
huge hunting and fishing people, and yes, I'm a woman.
I'm sorry, misunderstood.
Okay, and his name is Chad. Now that I know, we're pointing it out. I can have
We
this.
behind. I'm trying to do all this,
Look, you're
y'all,
behind.
and I'm behind on these comments too.
You're behind.
No, I misunderstood. I thought that that was somebody saying they were using their wife's account, because that happens a lot. A lot of times, some of us guys ain't real tech savvy, and we be like using the wife's account, or you sometimes that's kind of uncontrollable to us, but like certain age kids can't even have an account, and sometimes they'll be using like their parents' account, so we don't really know who we're talking to sometimes. So
They like to hunt and fish together. Okay, Willie
good.
said
What
the
we like
amount
to
of
see.
work and money it takes to bring a YouTube channel to life is mostly unknown to a lot of viewers. My family is very gracious for you both. I hope y'all stay with it.
Well, we appreciate the
Thank you, Willie.
families and the ones that there's like friends and several of them jump on the channel, and you know, people that share the channel and stuff like that. Because I can tell y'all we appreciate that, Willie, because it is. You're right. People don't realize it's. I mean, and it's not. We're not saying this just for us either, because it's more channels out there. You know, some people do it full time if they're pretty big and stuff, but most people that are doing YouTube, you know, aren't like big time YouTubers. They're trying to just scrape by. They love what they do, and they've got it for that, or they're trying to scrape by and maybe one day have a little something to, you know, help go out and pay for the things they like to do and stuff like that. For me and Danielle, it's a little mixture. You know, we wasn't born with a silver spoon in our mouth, neither one of us. But
Probably more like a plastic spoon.
yeah, I never get into like what YouTubers make and stuff like that. But what I can tell you, I think it ain't rocket science for people to, if people hunt and fish, you know how much we're spending doing what we're doing. And we've been spending this, I've been spending this since I moved out of mom and dad's house at 17 years old. So for what, close to 30 years, I've been spending. I know when me and Danielle got married, I figured it up one time, and we didn't make very much money either. And us married and raising 2 kids, we was spending 10 grand a year hunting and fishing. And that was, you know, it was kind of difficult to actually figure that up and realize you're spending that much hunting and fishing. But the only way we could justify it was for us to eat and fill our freezer with what we harvested. So we started doing that, you know, or that's kind of the way I was raised anyways. And yeah, our deer meat, it didn't pan out that we was, you know, it didn't justify it, but we still loved hunting and fishing and never could give it up. And then when Danielle got hooked, she liked it as much or more than I did. So that's why I've always worked 2 jobs, worked hard. I did taxidermy work for years just to pay for our hunting and fishing, basically. So what people are seeing us do on YouTube is a direct result of us struggling for the last 30 years or 25 years to barely have enough to pay hunting club dues and pay our bills and go and hunt and make trips and stuff like that. We just squeak by just like everybody else. We just normal average people. This house behind us, I don't want to get too much into like us showing our house and stuff like that and where we live and all that. Probably never do nothing like that because Danielle says nobody better not drive up her yard. But like I built this house, like really built it. Not contracted, I built it. I physically framed this house and we were done with it. And that year I worked 12-hour shifts as an electrician, built this house in 7 months. We signed papers on it and closed on it in 7 months from the time we started. I actually set the form and everything. I hired a few jobs done, but I did most of it, and I mounted 75 deer heads that year. So that's kind of what led us to doing this. We just started filming, and next thing you know, we had a YouTube channel. So, and it takes a long time to ever even become profitable with it or anything, so that ain't happened yet either. Oh well, that's enough about that. But I just know a lot of people wonder and ain't got no ideas. But yeah, it's a long crawl.
Rusty says, what I have seen so far is great. Would like to see, let's see. We already, okay. Randall said, would like to see how you cook the flounder.
We're going to. We'll do that in the shrimping
Yeah, how are we
video,
gonna cook
or
that?
we're gonna do the flounder and the crab video. Probably be 3 or 4 weeks for
I
that
don't
one.
eat crab, but well, Tim says I don't eat crab, but I can mess up a limit of squirrels.
Well, guess what, Tim? As Tim said that,
Yes, and Tim likes your boots.
guess what, Tim? You're in luck. Seen the squirrel hunting videos. We're gonna try to up our game. We did several squirrel hunts. I got 2 squirrel dogs, or 1.5. But we're gonna try to up our game on the squirrel hunting videos and do a little bit. Squirrel hunting we found was hard to film, real hard. And the squirrels. Danielle's trying to figure out where they was in the limbs, and when you had your opportunity, the camera wasn't on them, and it was a little difficult with the squirrels. So we're gonna try to make that a little more fun this coming season. We learned a lot trying to do it, and later in the year we shot some rabbit hunting videos that actually turned out pretty good. But by then I had kind of learned to film the hunts a little better. What I can tell y'all about the hunts, like there again, it took us years to figure out how to even make hunts successful. The first 3 years of YouTube, our hunts weren't pulling any views, so we had a lot of learning to do to how to figure out how to make those hunts pull views, and that was part of our struggle. Because during hunting season, we don't fish much at all.
Crunchy crackers in the house. Okay, so
Hunting season, we hunt. We wanted the channel to be hunting and fishing, and it's a real tough road. A lot of people know this. It's a real tough road for hunters to make content that flies on YouTube because of all the restrictions and stuff. If people are watching a hunt, they want to see a hunt. Well, we can't just put some of that stuff on YouTube, so we had to adapt our hunts and the way we were doing our videos to make it all click with YouTube and resonate with people. And I feel like we're in a pretty good place coming into this year's hunting season to be able to bring y'all some.
I don't think YouTube enjoyed another one bites the dust.
Yeah, we was naming some stuff, hunts and stuff like that. We didn't know that like we were getting chastised for some of our titles, and I mean we probably had our head stepped on a good while on the hunts, y'all.
Okay, so what about creek wire net catfish? Is it a good thing?
If there's not on the wire net catfish in a creek, yes, we catch some in some creeks. It's just something you have to test and try. I can catch fish in this lake that we fish in all the time, year round in a wire net. Literally year round. Some bodies of water, if it's real swift, ain't gonna be that good because what you're targeting in wire nets is mainly channel cats. The wire nets are really good on channel cats. If you're looking for blues and flatheads, you can catch blues in the wire nets, but in my opinion, blues are easier caught in slat traps or hoop nets, or just stick with a trot line. I don't want to waste your money or anything. And the other thing, of course, like I said, make sure it's legal in your state. But it's something you could do is, if it's legal in your state to use them, you could get 1 or 2 and try them. You know, they're not, it's expensive if you don't have a builder. I can get them here for $60 a piece. I realize y'all probably can't get them in some of those places, so you have to order them from like Nets and More or somebody, and it's going to cost you more in shipping than the actual net cost. That's just the nature of the beast with shipping now. So, you know, it might cost you $100+ to get one, you know, $125, $140 to even get one to you. I don't really have a better answer on that, but I wished I could tell you for sure they work. Y'all also may have some clear water up there. If the water's muddy, I think they do better. Clear water, if it's deep, they do pretty good. But bottom line is channel cats are opportunistic feeders. So you put like those cheese blocks or scrap cheese in that net, and they're gonna come in it. I'm gonna say if it's legal, I'd have to try it. If there's channel cats in your water, if there's not a lot of channel cats, I probably wouldn't worry with it. I would go with something different. My 2 cents worth.
Old man catfishing. I do YouTube because it's fun. I know I saw it just a minute ago. Do we bow hunt? Yes.
Yes, we do bow hunt, and that's another thing that we gotta probably try to up our game on is the filming, bow hunting and stuff.
Because I didn't get neither of my deer on a.
If y'all are on this live, on this channel, like bow hunting, go check out my buddy Adam Sanders over on Redline Outdoors. He's a bow hunter. Dude's hardcore bow hunter. Hunts a lot of public land and stuff. He's a legit deer hunter. Killed a 177 incher on public land in Kansas last season. So that film and some more of his hunts is on his channel, Redline Outdoors. Y'all can also find those guys in our link tree in our bio, and we drop that in a lot of our. I've got deer hunts. Yeah, I mean I've got a nice 8-point that I got on film, everything filmed, and that was when we were struggling to try to figure out how to get them to pull views, and that video still hasn't hit 1,000 views, I don't think. But y'all can go down our video list. You can go back and watch those. Is any of your bow hunts on? We didn't film none of yours yet, have
we? We did whenever we were tracking them.
we? Filmed Danielle's like the tracking and stuff.
Like I tracked
We're gonna.
my own, we videoed that, but no, I never got
The
mine.
thing with deer hunting on YouTube is it don't pull no views. We haven't. Adam's 177 incher finally started pulling some views, but it took forever for even his, and that's a fantastic deer. That's a video that should have pulled more views.
Crunch Cracker, yeah, just hit 1,000 subs today, and it's hard to figure out what to post that will get a lot of views.
Congrats on that,
yes.
Crunchy Cracker, because I do remember us hitting 1,000 subs.
And just keep posting.
Yeah, that's all I can tell you. The advice is all over the place. And what I will tell you, I actually read this on it was either Blue Gabe or Deer Meat Dinner One, watching some of their stuff back several years ago. They was talking about YouTube and what's happened and how they're so big and that it wasn't going to happen to other people and stuff like that. And it's probably not. Don't get discouraged. The fact of the matter is this content gets watered down. So what YouTube wants to see is not necessarily you do what we're doing. They want to see you do something new that nobody else is doing. And that's what you're going to get rewarded for. The more content you can do that nobody else has, that's a good thing. I'm not saying that some of this content won't work, some of it will, but they're not necessarily. What it is, the market gets flooded. It's like with anything else, it's supply and demand. So the bigger channels, if they've already got, say, deer hunting, and that's the problem with deer hunting videos, there's already a lot of big channels out there with deer hunting, like Hunting the Public and some others. You're not going to pull the views that those guys pull. There's no way, because they get the maximum amount of impressions when their videos release. We don't control how many people see or get a chance to watch our content. We get our regulars, and as our channel builds, you regulars are the ones that really make our videos take off, because when y'all go to watching, like on our release days, what'll happen, YouTube recognizes that video is performing at like a certain level. They're grading everything, and they take averages and screenshots off of it. And if it goes to pulling average or above average views, then they give us a few more impressions out to new people. So the more our subs and our regulars watch, the more new people get an opportunity to watch, is the way it works. It's a complicated deal, y'all. It's a bunch of computerized algorithms that makes it all click and work. And it's work rewarding. Like, the harder we work at it, the more rewarded we will get. So that's one reason. But I work hard at everything I do most of the time, except sleep. I don't get enough sleep, probably.
It sounds like it at night, though.
Danielle says it sounds like it. She pretty rough on me, if y'all ain't never realized that. Somebody got to keep me in line, though. She been doing it a while.
Okay, so let's see. Jules, wish we had shrimp here.
So was Jules and
They are in Indiana.
Chad both new subscribers tonight?
No, I think he's been on there. Okay, so when does your hunting season start? Mark asked that. Theirs starts in August.
August where?
August 15th.
Where? What state?
I don't know.
What state, Mark? Mark who?
Mark C.
Mark C?
Yes.
What state we talking about, Mark?
Okay, now moving on. Man, I bought some wire nets because of this channel, and good Lord, I never heard the end of it from my wife because I was going after work to check those things every day.
Who said that? Huh?
Paul.
Did you catch anything, Paul? I hope you did. At least something to eat. We check ours sometimes 24 hours
Mark C
too.
is in South Carolina.
Oh yeah, y'all open over there. Y'all got that velvet season over there. Hadn't never hunted over there. I've hunted Georgia before, not South Carolina. I have bow and gun and wheel travel too, by the way. We
Greg in the house. Hello, you guys. Sorry for being late. Hard to keep up with everything. I hope I'm helping. I enjoy y'all's show.
all of y'all are helping. Everybody that's on there right now is helping, 100%. Y'all are helping us, and what y'all help is y'all help the channel get out to all the interaction, the comments, everything. All that helps get the channel out to other people.
Chad subscribed a week ago.
Okay.
He found one of your YouTube videos, and he's watched y'all every day since. Now he has me hooked.
Good deal. Appreciate y'all. Glad
Paul
you...
said, let's not talk about that.
Oh, well.
Hey, we've gone quite a few times, and we come back.
I mean, you should be catching something. If there's fish there, you should be catching.
Hey, we've gone and checked our nets, and afterwards we have to go eat Mexican food, which I don't have a problem with, but we have to go eat Mexican because we didn't catch a fish.
Y'all see what we do in those wire nets. I literally, like, people be like, man, you gonna put out 4 or 5 wire nets? I'm like, no, I'm putting out 1 or 2 because I can't dress enough fish that come out of 4 or 5. Like, and you control literally how much fish you catch by the amount of bait you put in them. But like our lake, you know, Darbone is loaded with channel cats. It is literally, in the wintertime, we can see them on live scope, and they're stacked like 2 foot deep in the bottom of the channel. Literally like a 2 foot deep, just stack of fish. So a lot of people say, oh, y'all keeping too many, y'all hurting the population. I don't even listen to that junk because that's a bunch of bull. Those old commercial fishermen been catching 4, 5, 6,000 pounds a week over there in that lake for 40, 50 years, and it ain't hurt the population yet.
Paul said there's been good days and bad days. I've put a lot of fish in the freezer with them.
Oh, that's all I was worried about, Paul. If you put some fish in the freezer, that's all that matters. You know, and you'll learn. Like, you'll learn where to put them, move them around. If they don't catch, move them, you know. Uh, Try different baits depending on where you're at in the country. They might bite something different in another state that they don't. I mean, your channel cats is all cheese trimmings, the old cheese trimmings if you can find those. You can mix the cheese trimmings with cottonseed meal to make it go further. I have a hard time finding cottonseed meal here now. The other good bait is these cheese blocks. They're just easy, is what they are. We can get them here pretty easy. I buy them in town at Cooter's there in Farmerville, and a little bait store, and use them. And it's really, really convenient to run over there and pick them up. And somebody was on here from Jonesville earlier. That's where all of that stuff's made, is in Jonesville. But Jonesville's like a little over 2 hour drive from me, or 2 hour drive from me. So it's not convenient for me to run to Jonesville, unless I'm headed that way for something anyways. Sometimes we do run down that way for something. I gotta grab some more. Y'all give me a second.
I said I'm local. I put them in the river lakes here.
Who was that, Paul?
Yeah.
Okay.
Greg said I love barbecue shrimp wrapped in bacon. Can't beat that.
River lakes, Paul. So, yeah, the thing on river lakes, like, I hadn't fished river lakes a lot for those nets, but you can put when the river current slows up, like we're on the Washita River. So when that current slows up, you can fish those kind of like right out in the middle in the summertime and in the fall. Like right smack dab in the middle of the river, and you'll catch some fish on bottom, just laying flat on bottom. Probably have to run them every 2 to 3 days to keep them from dying in there, but you can fish them like that with the mouth downstream and you'll catch the fish. It'll be blues and channel cats.
Okay. Danielle, what kind of breading do you use for your fish when you fry them? We use yellow cornmeal mix.
Yellow cornmeal mix.
Seasoned with Cajun season, you can use ponies or whatever kind of Cajun season you like. Garlic, a little bit of salt and pepper because your Cajun season has a lot of that already. That's all we use.
Yep.
That's it.
Something else that's good to put in if you like lemon flavor is like some either lemon pepper or some kind of powdered lemon seasoning. Would be good.
Them boots right there.
And I was wrong last night in the live. I said my grandpa was from Indiana. He was not from Indiana. Derek corrected me on that. My cousin, he was from Illinois. I said that wrong. I know I put an S on it. Y'all don't correct me on that. It was Illinois. He was from Illinois. What was that about the barbecue shrimp?
Well, I don't want to start talking with you spread in the water.
Okay. She'll read them to me just a second. Washing this ice out. New Orleans. Appreciate y'all coming on. I know it's late.
Hit that like button.
We can't sleep till we get these shrimp up, so y'all may as well not either. We finally got more likes than we got people on here. Last night we had a pretty good live. There was a lot of people got on. Got up over 100 last night. I know it was a lot on because probably we was boiling crab and stuff too.
We were all over the place.
People like blue crab too. That's like a pretty popular subject on YouTube.
done?
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I don't want to talk over him spraying that water. That's what we're waiting on.
That's the last of them.
Oh, whoop, no, you sit. You ain't getting that.
Get back. Yeah, I wish we had signal like where we're shrimp and stuff. Like we would do a live down there doing something, but we don't have enough signal for that. Can't.
Drop the shrimp right there.
I don't think we have enough signal for it. Maybe they'll put us a cell phone tower down there. Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see, where did I leave off?
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. That was bad. I try not to move that quick, make everybody dizzy-headed.
Motion sickness.
And I'm sure I'll have to readjust this. Maybe I can put it where y'all can see Danielle over there.
Oh, that's the site.
There she is over there. How about that?
If you just joined us, yes, y'all missed me cleaning two flounders.
Yeah, y'all can go back and watch the rest of the live. She cleaned flounder tonight. Danielle cleaned fish because we hit 40,000 subs.
So,
D-head and the rest of these shrimp look like we had 55 or 60 pounds.
New Orleans barbecue shrimp sent New Orleans barbecue shrimp and some good eating.
Well, it won't be New Orleans barbecue shrimp, but
it'll be North Louisiana barbecue shrimp.
Be God's country barbecue shrimp. How about that?
Fry some shrimp spiders.
They want us to fry some shrimp spiders. That's the spiders in the shrimp head.
That's what we were talking about last night. Are you going back tomorrow? How were the crabs last night?
Going back where tomorrow?
Going back, probably down there.
Shrimping? No, we're not. We're going in a few weeks back, but we're not. No, we're in North Louisiana. Who was that asking that?
Mark C.
Where is he from? Where are you from, Mark?
I think he already talked about this, remember? Because you were...
We're here in North Louisiana. We're like...
He's in South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina. Okay, I can't remember stuff, y'all.
He can't. He's being honest.
We're in Louisiana, but we're about 6-hour drive from where we caught these shrimp. We have to rent like a camper down there or hotel. And you gotta be careful where you rent a hotel. You get all your stuff stole out of your truck and lose your tires and rims. Be sitting on cinder blocks when you get back. So, got lots of that kind of stuff you gotta avoid. So we got this nice little place down there. We just rent us like a camper or something down there when they're available. And we go down there and do a little shrimping. We went 3 times last year. I had not shrimped in 30 years, but my dad had shrimp boats. I grew up shrimping, for the ones that don't know. But we wanted to add the content, and we wanted to get back into it because we'd been buying shrimp every year. And we like shrimp, like to put them in our freezer, and it worked out. We caught close to 150 pounds of shrimp down there in 2 nights, or 2 days. Had bad weather. We only pulled twice the second day, but we had good catch the second day. We caught about 50 or 60 pounds the second day. Pretty shrimp too. Y'all check this one out. I think I showed this one on the live last night. Y'all check him out. Big boy there. Look at that. Oh, I dropped him. He tried to get away. I might change the thumbnail to this one for this video. Yeah, check it out.
Okay, so back up in the comments. Let's see. Shrimp spiders is good. We gotta try Jules, well, I need to go, but I've enjoyed watching and will be looking forward to the next live. Be safe and God bless.
Appreciate it, Jules.
Thank you to you and Chad for joining us. I like watching because you're down home.
About as down home as it's gonna get with us.
Yep, just as simple can be, and as real can be. I don't know if y'all do, but I have seen some people that fried shrimp heads.
That's what they're talking about, the shrimp spiders. That's what they're calling the shrimp heads. They're calling shrimp spiders. So I'll show y'all what they're talking about. Talking about taking the inside of the head out with that portion right there. Well, I kind of messed that one up. Let me find a better one. Taking that portion right there and frying it. They're calling that a spider. You just would take those and put them in a egg batter and flour them and fry them, just like you would shrimp.
Congrats on the 40K.
Thank y'all a lot. I think a little update on that, just looking at some, I'm like a numbers person, believe it or not, y'all, so I crunch some numbers and stuff like that every once in a while. Danielle's laughing at me. She knows better than that.
I work with numbers.
Yeah. She works with numbers and still can't do numbers, and I crunch numbers.
I work with numbers all day long, and whenever I leave my job, I don't want to look at numbers.
So anyways, I think that
I want these spiders.
I think we're gonna be close to somewhere between 50 and 55,000 subs by the end of the year. Right now we're gaining about 2,500 subs a month right now. So I don't expect it to stay that good during hunting season. I expect it to fall off some, but I think by the end of the year we're going to be looking at well over 50,000 subscribers. And I think that's pretty good for two old country folks just living a dream up here hunting and fishing.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. We just doing us, doing our life.
How many do you need to do YouTube full time?
There's no proper answer to that. There's no, that's different for everybody. Me and Danielle's different situations. Like I said, we wasn't born with a silver spoon in our mouth, so we're kind of a little bit behind the curve on things in life. So, and we spent a lot of our money over the years hunting. If anybody's ever elk hunted out of state, like we're traveling 2,200 miles. We've been elk hunting for the last 7 or 8 years. Anybody that's ever done that knows, we're dropping some change to go do that. And it's public land, we're still spending a lot of money. Those trips cost $2,500 a person to take those trips like that, and fuel and groceries and stuff. And that's doing it the old-fashioned way, doing it the hard way, the cheap way. You're looking at $2,500. So all those hunts and stuff we do, that stuff's expensive. But that said, we work hard in life for what we got, and we've worked for all of it. And I don't know, there's no answer to that question. We're so far away from anything like that that I don't even have an answer for that. Nor, honestly, do I really want to say, like, and you could look at it this way, like, whatever, if you're retired or if you're still working, you could say it like, whatever you make now, you'd have to clear that another probably 10,000, 15,000 extra on top of that just to pay insurance costs. that's what people don't realize. Like, they think you can just make enough money and quit your job. It don't work like that. Not for most folks. Not unless like somebody's wife is a good job and she don't plan on quitting, and they're gonna. But our channel, mine and Danielle's, this is us together. So I'm not sure we'll ever be able to quit our day jobs. If anybody does, it'll probably be Danielle, not me. What? What? That's the truth.
Retirement.
She might be taking early retirement. She might be taking the reins of the YouTube channel. Y'all look out.
We got this. All of us together. It takes all of us.
It's hard for anybody like us, as small as we are, to say, "Oh, you make this much money doing something like this," because if you do, then you got a whole bunch of people up in your business. So that's probably never going to happen. But
yeah.
I don't know if we could ever make a living doing it. We could take a retirement, actually retire at a decent age, like 62 maybe. I don't know, but that's even going to be hard. I'm not sure I can see that at this point. You know, at our age, we're upper 40s. Like, the government wants us to retire at about 83 now, 85. I mean, they keep every year basically putting more debt on us. So we end up having to work our whole lives till we're dead. That's pretty much what everybody wants. And we don't want to do that. Or if we do work, we'd rather do this. And that's what it boils down to.
Greg's from Houma.
Houma?
Yep. And he can go cast a net and catch an ice chest of shrimp,
Yep.
no problem.
Yep, Greg, you know where
71 years old and love getting out and enjoying life with his family and teaching his grandkids our way of
That's
life.
Greg?
Yep.
Well, I can tell you, Greg, we were right there 2 days ago. Right there pretty close to you.
I was there in spirit.
Point our sheen, so you know where we was. But yeah, y'all got it. There's opportunities, public land, to go down there and cast net shrimp and catch crab, things like that. If anybody, is so mind to, they can hook to their boat or go down there and hire a guide or something like that. There is people down there that do those kind of things. They can hook you up. But it's that's what we do. We do our own thing. We don't really hire guides or nothing. Danielle left for a second, so she'll be back in a minute reading comments again.
I had to check on the baby. He was asleep. I didn't get me some crackers. Okay. Y'all are a great channel. People just have to find y'all and subscribe. Y'all have a great channel, and God bless y'all.
Was that Greg Burgess? Is that what it?
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying that right?
Yep.
Yeah, Greg was on last night. I saw some of his comments. He said he was from Houma.
Yep.
Like it a lot down there, Greg. We actually, me and Adam was down there from Redline Outdoors. We were down there this week shooting some video, and we actually run into 3 different groups of people down there that recognized us. So that's a good thing for us, that some of the people down there have been watching our channel. One guy said he done watched 10 of our videos. We actually met him while we were catching crabs, so pretty cool stuff. Always appreciate the people that we meet out there being cordial, and they were. Like it was, didn't mind a nice little chat.
Did you have on your white boots?
I did have on my white boots. She is wearing me out about these boots. She thinks that is something. But what she don't know, when we go back down there in a couple weeks, I'm gonna give her a pair of white boots, because I found the getting place. These white boots will probably last me 10 years. And they come in at a whopping 39 bucks. So everybody hit that like button and maybe YouTube will send me that 39 bucks back. No, actually we don't get anything off of likes. Likes help get the videos out there, but that's not how it works. Anything we get comes off of ad revenue. So,
I mean, do they make Mollis's size in those?
No. I mean, they might, but you'd probably have to order them online.
I'll order him a little pair of white boots.
Well, you better get to looking, because it probably could be here by then, but, like, I didn't see none of that. The smallest I seen was like a size 7 or something, I think they had in there. I mean, it was decent.
He's got a little pair of his rain boots, but they're blue.
Appreciate y'all joining, checking out what we got going on.
The Reebok.
Seems as though a good bit of people actually like these lives.
Bottom of the 7th, LSU up 7-0. I cannot believe.
What is this? I ain't kept up with the baseball this year. Is this like the regional or what? What are we talking about?
I thought LSU was out of it.
No, that was the SEC tournament,
okay.
I think.
Okay.
That they got knocked out of.
Okay.
This would be, I don't know if it's a regular game or if they're in the playoffs.
Good deal.
Is this a playoffs? Y'all let me know. What we got going on tonight with LSU?
I like softball. But yep, it's regionals.
Baseball gets a little slow, so that's a good opportunity to watch baseball, and you can be on your phone watching us. Probably what some of them's doing. We about done. We'll wrap it up here in a little bit, a few minutes.
Mark said, I bought a pair of those boots a while back, and my wife and neighbor made fun of me, but I love those boots.
Hey, they shouldn't knock them till they try them, because those things are actually pretty comfortable. They slip on easy, and they don't slip on aluminum decks. So that's the key right there. You won't bust your tail every time you get ready to step somewhere down there on a wet boat deck, or even in the mud. Like I got in some mud down there. They weren't that slippery. They got grip on the bottom of them. So they work pretty good.
Because our other ones would go.
Worked great.
He said that's exactly right.
This will be, I don't know what else we'll get on live. This will be, I don't know, we might do a brim fishing or something on live. We got access to do some of that kind of stuff.
Y'all can watch my ninja skills again.
It'll probably be after our next South Louisiana trip before we get back on the limb lines and bank poles. I'm not sure we get to do that in the next week or two due to our work schedules and me having to work on the boat and repair the shrimp net. So probably going to be doing some of that on some lives. I don't know if very many people get on and watch some of that, but I can show some net repair and stuff like that. That's just some of the stuff that we have to do to go and do this. You can't afford to pay somebody to go fix your shrimp nets and all that every time you tear them up. So if anybody decides to go shrimping, they might want to know how to. Boy, I just hate to rip that one to shreds, but he's fixing to get. Probably that's going to be on the barbecue. Probably. Big old shrimp right there, y'all. Look at that. That's like a U10. Like under 10 of those to weigh a pound. That's a big boy. What do I do with that other basket?
Which one?
This one.
Right there.
So I'm going to throw these in the basket.
We got 70. My phone says 70. What did yours say?
67 right now.
Oh, now it says 60.
I've seen it up close to was it 80 something or 90 something people on at one time? I can't remember.
I just now looked at
I
it.
know last night we got up to 109. Last night. But I know Friday nights is tough, and like I said, the baseball and everything, everybody's watching that. So we never can control or pick a good time to do these lives. We just have to do them like when we can do them. We wing it.
But you
Just
can
how we
always
roll.
go back and watch. For the ones that have gone, that will later on watch us. Hello.
I need a Ziploc bag or bowl or something for these flounders.
Ziploc bags out here.
Huh? Do what?
I said I thought I brought my Ziploc bags out here. Let me just see.
Oh my goodness, I put a pile of heads. Why did I do that? That's what talking will get you. Oh hush, girl. She got me that time. I must have put like a pile of heads in here on these deheaded shrimp. I'm not sure why I was doing that. Goodness. That was a mess.
Let's see. We got comments.
I can't believe I just did that. I can believe it actually, but
You should find a spot to camp on the river and do some catfishing from the bank at night.
we're going to. Already
We
found.
like doing that.
We already found the river camping spot. We're going to. No doubt it's coming. Probably be after our next shrimping trip. The shrimping trip we made this week was like a guy's trip, and me and my cousin and Adam from Redline Outdoors went down there, and then in a couple weeks I'm taking Danielle and the kids down, and then after that we're gonna be back on the catfish again. But y'all don't fret about the catfish because we already got like 3 catfish videos filmed and they're coming out to y'all. So we got more catfish. We got let's see what we're gonna have. This week's gonna be net fishing. Probably the next week's probably gonna be another limb line video. We're probably gonna have a
Night, Ted.
midweek making a Z trap. Gonna be one of them, making a Z trap for bait, for live bait. One of them's gonna be how to clean a garfish, alligator gar. Gonna have that one. Gonna have shrimping video and gonna have a crabbing video. All those videos are coming up.
Richard Robinson said hello from Alabama. I didn't get an invite.
Sorry, Richard. Sorry.
Michael, I guess is answering something that you said a while ago. I like it when you can.
Like it what?
Did you just miss what I said?
Yeah, I missed what you said.
I said he must have been answering something that you had said, maybe while I was gone.
Probably
I
gonna
like
put
it.
them flounder in there.
What? Oh, I thought you were doing shrimp.
I am, but I need one for the flounder too.
Okay. Just
Gallon.
one.
Yeah, we'll just probably put them all in the same one.
So how many pounds of shrimp did y'all end up with from the trip?
I think we had, I mean, I didn't weigh. The other guys took some. I think we had 150 pounds.
Each?
No, 150 pounds and on like 7 drags, 7 trawls. Seven drags with a net. Probably 150 pounds.
Chilly out here.
That's pretty good. I have a little John boat. That's not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. Give me one more then.
I like your setup. Good down home content. Keep up the good work.
Move that out too far.
I gotta get. What's wrong with your boat? I
The-
gotta get my transom redone. Not looking forward to it. I'm getting a center console first. of next year. Hello from Canada.
I do love the center console, y'all.
Good night,
I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all that G3 is the best boat in the world. It does everything we need it to do, but we're not sponsored by any boats, so until one of them gets on board with us, I'm not gonna like preach on a boat or anything. But I do like the center console designs better than anything else I've ever fished in. I've had two now. One was offshore boat, one is this G3, and I really like that design. Just easy to get around the boat, better for putting ice chests and stuff in a boat. Just fishes like more room to me. Whole lot easier to do something like the crimping and stuff like that out of it. We've done some modifications. We've done some modifications on this one.
You went out shooting.
Did what?
Where you went out?
Point au Chien.
Yep.
That's where we went out of, Point au Chien. I guess I'm pronouncing that right. That's the way I've always called it. Probably how the rednecks say it. You got me another Ziploc?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Let's see. I think I'm missing. Hey, from Gordon from Canada.
Gordon from Canada? Where you at from in Canada? Y'all got some moose?
They were on there last night.
Gordon?
Too.
Y'all got some moose or big elk or big white-tailed deer, something like that we can come up there and hunt?
I like your videos that whatever you put out, bluegill would be nice so I got to go. Take care, God bless, from Rain, Louisiana.
Rain? I think I see either them or somebody else from Rain on there a while back.
That was Michael. He's commented. I remember popping heads. How many times have you had that horn go under your fingernail?
Oh yeah, that's bad there.
My mother would say the old milk cartons to put shrimp in. Enjoy y'all's lives.
I've seen them putting about everything. We use quart Ziploc bags. Works about as good as anything.
I think I saw somebody the other day ask, what do we put our stuff in? I got a shower for the night.
Danielle sounds spraying her over there, so I'm going to have to move back over here. Trying to wash this ice off of this shrimp. A little noisy, y'all.
Yes, we have Canada and elk too.
That's what I need, a moose.
G3, Tracker, Lowe, and Bay are all built here
Should be Arkansas. Arkansas? Where?
Missouri.
Missouri? Yeah, Missouri. Okay.
Water picks on Saturday.
All right, time for them to go in some Ziploc bags. I don't know if I can get them all on the table. Huh? Y'all check that out. Is the light messed up? Sorry.
It was good.
Oh, look at that. How's that?
Pile of shrimp.
Big old mountain of goodness. Right there. Got her over there in the corner. She sits way back off over there so y'all can't see her. What she does.
Who?
You.
Nobody's asked about me. I'm reading comments. They hear.
She said y'all didn't ask about her. She feels left out over there.
No, I don't. Oh, I do.
Now it'd be 20 comments come up.
I do not feel left out. I promise y'all.
What,
I do not need attention.
What Brothers Miller? I think Brothers Miller commented on her. What'd he say?
That's a good pile of shrimp. She's trying not to get sprayed by that hose. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a good pile of shrimp. They some pretty ones too. These are 21 25s right here. I graded the small ones out, and these are 21 25s. You're gonna need a big old bowl or something. That big old. But you ain't got the silver bowl, do you?
You got crabs in that.
Freezer queens right here, y'all. Freezer queens. That's a whole lot of goodness. Fried shrimp, barbecued shrimp.
Don't forget on our other live, because we want to do it on that live, because that's what we talked about.
They can't hear you.
Yes, they can.
What?
That we talked about on how we want to cook the shrimp.
Yeah.
Whatever got the most comment on that video.
Yeah, if you didn't see the last live, whatever cooking method gets the most comments on there, that's how we're going to cook the shrimp.
Barbecue shrimp was in
Seems
the
like
lead.
barbecued shrimp is what everybody wants to see. There was some that said fried and some other things, but barbecued shrimp was pretty popular. And I just happens to know how to cook some barbecued shrimp. So that would be a good one. So that's probably going to be what's in the shrimping video. Catching, cleaning, and barbecuing shrimp.
I should make a few bowls of barbecue gumbo and fettuccine.
I'm looking, these right here are nice fry size shrimp. So it's definitely going to be some fried shrimp. But
Fettuccine sounds
they're big enough to barbecue. I can barbecue some. But we'll also do boys and stuff like that. Some of these shrimp. Small ones will probably cook up all
shrimp.
the barbecued shrimp. It's going to be bobs. I'll show y'all how we make bobs, and they'll be barbecued. So it's going to be some jam up, sure enough
Do
good.
you put barbecue sauce on it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's not barbecued shrimp if you don't
But
put
what if
barbecue sauce
you don't
on
like
it.
barbecue sauce.
What is wrong with her? Y'all heard that? We was sitting here talking about barbecue shrimp, and she literally said, what if some people don't want barbecue sauce on it? Now, how you gonna cook barbecue shrimp without barbecue sauce?
Don't put the barbecue.
I think she might be just wanting grilled shrimp. Lord have mercy. Y'all see what I have to deal with all the time? That's every day of my life right there.
How about putting shrimp in hush puppies? Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, that might be a winner there.
Like
Winner.
that, and maybe crawfish.
Winner shrimp dinner.
Yep, Brother Miller said then there'll be grilled shrimp.
I agree, Brother Miller. That's what I was thinking.
Y'all reminded me of that Forrest Gump movie right now, talking about all the ways to cook shrimp.
Shrimp puppies. How about that? Some shrimp puppies. I might actually do that. That sounds good. We actually, I don't know, did we do the crappie? We did something, I think in one of the videos we did crappie in like I can't remember. Seemed like we did it in a hush puppy batter or something.
Shrimp and okra fritters.
I don't know if we did that in a video or not, but I know good and well me and Danielle cooked some crappie fillets in a hush puppy batter, in our hush puppy batter one time, and they were pretty good.
Cajun barbecue shrimp, no grill involved.
You talking about in the oven? I've seen that done a few times, but I think we're gonna barbecue them on the grill. That's what we're gonna do.
Barbecue them on the rocket stove.
Look at that bad boy, y'all. Look at that. That's like a frog leg right there. Big joker.
That's what I want.
Frog legs.
Mm-hmm.
It's about that time. We gotta go get them. It opens tomorrow night or next night or something like that. It opens in a day or two.
Really?
That might be coming up too, some frogging. Who knows? I might have to go catch some frogs. Not hearing none out here tonight.
Normally we have the grandpa of all frogs in our pond.
Yeah, y'all don't forget, if y'all jumped on here on the live tonight before you leave, hit the like button.
Do y'all clean jackfish?
I have, you talking about, well, the pickerel, if that's what you're calling a jackfish, yes, I have cleaned them and ate them. They're real bony, but I have ate those before. They actually taste really good. We don't have pike down here, but the jackfish is the chain pickerel's what I call a jackfish. If that's what you're talking about. And if you're talking about some kind of saltwater, which jackfish are you talking about? The chain pickerel, freshwater? Who was that asked that comment?
Mark.
Mark C.
South Carolina. Butterfly fried shrimp, delicious.
Ain't
you
beating,
can't go wrong with
yeah,
that.
You ain't beating butterfly fried shrimp. You just ain't beating
Shrimp
it.
and okra puppies. See, that sounds so good.
If y'all hadn't seen last year's gumbo making video, y'all need to check it out.
Have you ever caught frogs with a pole and jig? I caught a frog with my hand.
No, we just hand grab them or gig them. I think I am going to do
Mark C, yes.
chain pickerel. Yes, I've eaten chain pickerel. It's not a bad eating fish. They're just real bony. Tastes real good. I'm getting choked up. Danielle might have to go get me a drink.
I got some water.
I need. Got one of the ice chips.